And a 5 and 4 and a 3, 2, 1. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Paleo Pod, where today we will be talking about.
We're doing our Jurassic World Evolution 3 wish list. This
Woo!
includes all of our wanted dinosaurs, or any other animals for that matter, as well as game mechanics and otherwise. I'm starting out with saying, I need a new Giga. Give me a better Giga, please.
What's wrong with
I
the
don't mind
original?
It's beautiful. I know,
the Frontier one's not bad. It just kind of, it looks like
chunky.
Yeah, well, I mean, and that's not bad per se. I don't know. It just looks a little derpy. You ever tried to look at it from the front? Its eyes are like going in two different directions. So you're like,
I did not know
They're like,
that.
look at me. No, look at me. Which way do you want? Where do you want me to stand?
but yeah, I'd like to see ontogeny. We just got that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Kingdom, and man, it's so
beautiful.
Cool. It's so cool. I need it in Jurassic World Evolution 3.
People have been praying for that since Evolution 1. I remember, like, Evolution 1 came out. People were like, oh, it'd be so cool if we had this. And when it was coming to Evolution 2, everyone's like, there's going to be babies. It has to be babies. And then there wasn't any. And people are like, ah.
So I guess I'll pretend that Changosaurus is a juvenile T-Rex.
Do they cohabitate well?
I have no idea.
Honestly,
mostly talking in like sandbox mode because that's all I play.
Same.
Yeah, like I just turn off dinosaur fights and we're good.
Yeah, you just use mono, not mono. So Jesus, that was in my head. Morris Intrepidus.
Yeah,
and use Herrerasaurus, and you Grandosaurus, and then it's T-Rex, and you have a little family group running around.
Dude, if ontogeny is not in Jurassic World Evolution 3, then what are they doing by this point?
Like, right.
Yeah.
Like you said, they've been requesting it for a long time. I feel like that could be like a really good selling point for Evolution 3. Because you have that crowd, you have that crowd of people who are like, do we even need Evolution 3? Like Evolution 2 is already pretty decent. They, all that stuff. So it's like you need a reason to buy Evolution 3 for those people. One of the biggest things could be, hey, we have a whole new system for how these dinosaurs exist in the world.
Yeah, it'd be great for like your Site B custom builds.
Yeah, for sure.
They just don't have to restock them, and you can slowly see like populations plummet when you do realistic amount of raptors and like film accuracy sort of thing.
Oh, that's another thing, man. They just need to tone down the fights in the game. It's like if you try to make your own ecosystem, all the herbivores they're gonna be dead in like 10 minutes because those carnivores just don't stop.
Like Biosyn used deer as feeding. I use homocephaly as feeders. I literally just fill my islands with homocephaly. It's like, you go do your jobs. Be collateral damage.
Maybe that's why Biosyn put them in there, to keep the carnivores from killing all the herbivores off the bat.
That's probably the case, honestly.
Yeah.
Not very substantial for a T-Rex, but
yeah,
nice little snack.
Didn't even get that meal.
Didn't even get it.
Yeah. Man, and there's this crowd of people online, like on YouTube and all that stuff. People want functional ecosystems with the ability to hunt and breed, the growth stages, all that stuff. People like go on YouTube. You will see tons of people trying to make functional ecosystems in Jurassic World Evolution 2. If they can put that in JWE3, this bestseller off bat.
Yeah.
Functional ecosystems.
Mine adds on to that. My biggest wish, that being depth control of water, allowing dinosaurs to swim, allowing to put marine reptiles into those waters so then they can interact with the land and the air creatures. And it'd be so cool. Imagine having a little island with an ocean, and then maybe you do like an archipelago. You see a T-Rex trying to swim across to like the next island, and then all of a sudden it just gets dragged under by a mosasaurus or something like that. Maybe you could even add like more like environmental interactions because if you have to feed the reptiles, that means you're gonna have to put fish into the water. So maybe some like open fish feeder that releases fish like that we have in the lagoons. And can you imagine like a kind of pterosaur just flying down, like skeeting on the water for fish, and then all of a sudden like a Tylosaurus is like, oh, and just grabs it for food. That'd be such a cool interaction.
And it makes that same noise too. It just goes, it goes up and gets it.
Oh, I see that.
It's like, ooh.
I will say, what I am very excited for, that the community is definitely going to do is we're most definitely getting D-Rex in JW.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Squishy.
And here's why I'm a little excited for that. It's a knuckle walker, right? It walks on those front two limbs. Someone's making a King Kong.
Yeah.
I'm calling it
because you're gonna have the rig for it. So
yeah,
that's true. That's gonna be cool. That's gonna be cool.
Yeah, you just have some guests coming into the park looking at it. Hey, there's something wrong with your megatherium. It's
you
so hard.
Do giant sloths too.
Yeah, really giant sloths at that.
Yeah. Like
sauropod. Yeah. I swear that thing is going to be a sauropod hunter.
Like, that's the only way it makes sense.
We only see it move really slowly, and all I'm picturing in my head is like the slow chase. The sauropod's like, "Oh no, it's gonna get me!" Yeah. Like, "Oh no!" And it's behind, "Get back here!" You just said something like watching this really slow chase. Like the I think one of you guys mentioned it, the Homer Simpson sketch. Yeah. It's just that.
It'll be pretty cool. It'll be pretty cool.
I'm very surprised to see that it's not like all black. Like it actually has like patterns and stuff.
I don't know with that though. It's like, is that going to be just for the toy? Because if I hope it's not, because I think I like that color scheme better than the whole black that we've all been thinking.
I like it, look of it, to be honest. So, but the all black would be quite nice. Maybe because they say there's one article that says multiple mutants.
Yeah, it didn't. Okay, I think that David Kapp came out and said something about like a mixture between a raptor and a pterosaur. It's called like a mutodon. I don't know if cool. I don't know if that's true. But if there's like flying raptors, I might have to walk out. Not really, because I already paid for my ticket. But you know,
might as well.
Flying raptors. That'd be. It made me think of the tree raptors from Primeval. That's what it made me think of.
That show in ages, man.
Somehow Alan Grant's on the island and he's just like, they fly now.
Oh no. We don't need that moment for the Jurassic franchise. Come on. It was already bad enough in the Star Wars.
My guess, I don't know if they would fly per se, but my guess, like what I immediately picture is it's gonna be like a raptor with a pterosaur crest on it, like a pteranodon crest. I don't know. We'll see.
It'd be cool as tree gliders.
Pull a microraptor. Or can microraptors they can power flight, can't they? Isn't that the recent consensus?
So I actually have been reading on this a lot because Microraptor is still planned for Path of Titans, and a lot of people are talking about this.
Yeah.
The current consensus is that it has limited powered flight.
Okay.
So it can sustain itself in the air, but not for prolonged periods of time like modern birds.
Okay. That's good to know. But it's not really a glider, huh?
I mean, it would have.
Yeah, it could have.
Not exclusively a glider, no.
Okay.
Lazy flying.
Yeah.
It flaps them wings.
Man.
Going back to D-Rex colors, I put a picture in the chat, and honestly, that's what it reminded me of straight away. It's like, it's this dude distorted. For those that are audio viewers, there was a T-Rex model that came out. I think it was last year or the year before, I can't really remember, but it was a desert T-Rex. So it's like desert colors and tiger stripes down its back. And if you've seen the mutant dinosaur figure, then it's a similar color.
I think I vaguely remember that.
Desert T-Rex, and it's just a Tarbosaurus.
I had someone on that note, in reference to Tarbosaurus, I had someone say that they think the rebirth T-Rex looks more like Tarbosaurus. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how they got to that
We've seen
conclusion.
Tarbosaurus in the franchise.
Yeah, and it looks nothing like that.
Yeah. I mean,
even if T-Rex.
Actually, that brings up another thing. Because I watched Clever Bunny Company's promo for your new collaboration with them, Biology. Did I hear you call Tarbo Chunky T-Rex?
Yeah,
did he say that? I didn't catch that.
In the game, it's a chunky T-Rex. Oh, we just...
Yeah. No, it was in the video. I'm pretty sure you reposted it too, Dino.
Yeah, I didn't hear that. I think I might have missed that. I'm gonna have to rewatch it now.
Maybe.
Anyway, I finally bought that Spinosauridae poster from.
Oh no!
give him a sec. You're gonna have to move if you want us to know if you're there. Oh, okay, there you go. So you bought the Spinosauridae poster.
Finally got the Spinosauridae poster from Clever Bunny Company.
Yeah.
I applied the code. It's now on its way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same. I need to move mine. But I'm not gonna show it on my camera because it's really bad. But I learned yeah, I should probably like remove the adhesive before I pull the frames off the wall. I don't want to get into what happened, but I'm gonna need like a credit card or something, just like screw.
Did you rip a hole through your wall?
Uh-oh.
In my defense, already a hole in the wall over there. I didn't put it there. But in my defense,
hey man,
one more hole isn't going to. I don't plan on leaving here for a while, so it's fine.
I have a wall, or I have a hole in my wall over there too. It's called a window.
I have a hole in my ceiling. It's called an extractor fan.
I was waiting for like you to say sunlight or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting.
Like a skylight. I was like, aren't you like under the stairs?
Yeah, I'm in my Harry Potter cupboard.
Is that where you are?
Did you not know that?
No, I didn't know that.
This used to be a downstairs bathroom.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have the corner of my wife and our bedroom. It's just I'm in the corner over here.
Same. My bed's like right there.
Yeah, I'm over there. It's where I sleep most of the time.
In the corner of the bedroom. My partner got fed up. Got out of bed, it's like a bedroom.
Oh man. Oh.
Anyways, Danagai, what's your biggest wish for evolution?
Oh, there's a lot of things that I wish for evolution. Like you said, ontogeny, that's one that we need. But really, what my heart desires the most is more Cenozoic creatures. Smilodon has been canon to the franchise since what, like 2021, 2022, one of those two? It's been around. Yeah. Why haven't we gotten it yet? Why? It's canon.
Should have been in the Chaos Theory pack.
Yeah.
So many people hate on mammals being in the Jurassic World universe for some reason, and I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why you...
Like, if you're going to bring back a dinosaur, you're like, hey, let's go and bring back one of those dangerous kittens. They could be cool. Let the kids pet those till they become a bit too dangerous.
What if they put in dire wolves and it's just the colossal dire wolf?
That's exactly what it would be now. You're just gonna have like some Game of Thrones wolves running around.
Just imagine a pack of wolves taking down a like a parasaur or something.
Oh, that'd be so cool to see, wouldn't it?
That would be really
That'd be like
cool.
The crossover of the century.
Yeah.
I know the first thing I'm going to do if they do add Cenozoic creatures is Mammoth versus T-Rex.
Yes.
I want to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna recreate the scene from Prehistoric Park where it's like the T-Rex has separated the baby elephant from all of the herd except for one, and then Martha comes in and goosebumps on my arms like this is the cinema. This is the most cinematic scene I've ever seen in my life.
This is why we learned CGI.
Yeah. It's like for this reason right here.
It just...
What's up? I
think biology said something, but
oh, what did you say?
Yeah.
I thought he froze for a second.
Who, me?
No, I thought biology froze for a second.
Okay.
It's like, we're losing him that time.
I was just waiting for
He's
it.
just over here just...
Feel really bad for all our audio
Yeah,
listeners.
I apologize.
What's going on?
I apologize, Spotify listeners and YouTube listeners who listen.
Yeah, but the whole mammoth thing reminds me of what Dino said earlier. I'm not gonna say what we were playing because I don't know. I highly doubt that video will be done by the time this podcast comes out. But we were in the car and Dino goes like, "This feels like one of those. Is this cool?"
Yeah. That's exactly what that is right there.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm actually kind of excited for the things that we know are going to be in JWE3. Like the chunky T-Rex. Very glad they're putting some weight on it. The Spinosaurids. The Spinosaurus triplets. I don't know what we're calling them collectively.
I like that, triplets.
Yeah, the Spino triplets.
Yeah.
Those are going to be sick. Now, my question is, because we see them in the water, right? But it's implied they can also go on land. So I'm wondering, lagoon or what are we thinking for those three?
This is what I was kind of hoping for. Like, is the depth control of water? Like, you could still build a lagoon if you wished.
That would be
maybe have it as a land entry thing to it.
That would be my guess. Like maybe they would finally pull the trigger and give us, land to water transition and dinosaurs can finally swim. I think that'd be preferable.
Yeah. They kind of teased that a little bit when they added like Notho and Archelon. Because there's the little platforms that they can climb onto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not impossible. It wouldn't surprise me if you needed like specific parts that are like dedicated to being like ramps though, for like animals to go in and out. That would not surprise me. But
that's probably
still,
true.
Either way, really cool.
I hope so.
Man, me too. Oh, that'd be so cool. I want to see a swimming T-Rex.
Yes.
That'd be cool. Maybe we get the Ankylosaurs to like water as much as they do in Prehistoric Kingdom. They just try to drown themselves every time I put them in somewhere.
I like when they sleep in the water.
Yeah.
You're like, what's going on?
Oh man, that
you just see some. You just see some poor Borealta just getting dragged out into the water, like.
That and that also like with that, I'd love to see just being able to release pterosaurs without aviaries. I would love to, because like even in Dominion, they had the whole thing where there's like an invisible net, and like you can disable that and enable it. So like realistically, why couldn't we do that in the next game?
I was so annoyed when they added invisible fences and that feature wasn't a feature in the game. Yes. I was like, oh come on, that should have been a thing.
Yeah.
They're not even. They're not even full on invisible fences though, because like you still have the barrier on the bottom, and that kind of bugs me because it's like I just want them to be invisible, so I can control where everything is.
Bury them.
Yeah, it's like that way. It looks like they're free, but they're still within my grasp.
Okay, John Hammond.
Yeah.
I want the drone circles just guiding my dinosaurs around.
Oh yeah. Take a.
Hey, you step out here, we're electrocuting you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's another thing that I think should be added from kind of like what Prehistoric Kingdom's been doing. Herding. like just organized herding and stuff like that, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Especially if you have functional ecosystems at the same time.
Mm-hmm. No, being able to make
social grouping was better in Evolution 1 than it was in 2.
Really?
Was it?
I don't know if you ever noticed. Yeah, well,
All
Evolution 1, you'd see them sort of like group up and just have a discussion.
Yeah, and I thought that was goofy.
Like, I thought it was cool because they sort of like stayed together and followed each other around the enclosure after they'd had that like little mothers meeting in the middle of the enclosure. Whereas in Evolution 2, it's just kind of like, hey, I'm gonna do something with you, and we're gonna be social, and then just wander off and never talk to each other ever again.
Bite your horn in the case of Nasudo.
Yeah.
Man. Oh, I would like a new acro, actually. I think the acro needs to be updated based on. Have y'all seen the Jurassic World Evolution acro?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah,
It's
very smooth.
I
It
don't
looks like
mind
Play-Doh.
It looks like Play-Doh. Yeah.
Or plastic. It's just, I don't know when to look at it. It's like, I like the overall look of it.
Yeah.
It looks like a plastic toy. It's so shiny.
Yeah. I mean, I like that they opted for giving it a hump instead of like a mini sail, which is, of course, that is the consensus because it has the proper muscle attachment points for that. I don't know. I don't mind it. It's not terrible.
I don't mind its look, even though it kind of just looks like a somewhat malformed T-Rex a bit. But I would like its posture to be fixed because it's kind of got a more upright kind of posture instead of like the typical theropod one.
Right.
So I saw some people talking about it on TikTok in the past. Just like why is it like almost in like the old kangaroo stance?
Is it?
I'm like, kind of, sorta. Here, hold on, I'll grab a picture.
It has a slight angle to it.
I don't think I placed it down nearly enough.
I should find out. One of the big things I'd love is just pterosaurs to be able to walk on ground.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Like the Asdarchids, they need to hunt on the ground.
Asdarchids, man. That's what I mean.
I guess it does. Yeah.
Yeah. Really funky looking.
That's a nice skin for it.
Yeah, I was about to say I really like those colors.
The purple, blues, and blacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I apologize for people who are listening.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry.
Looking at photos of Acrocamposaurus.
We make that the thumbnail on Spotify.
Yeah, you could have it where it's like that and a kangaroo. That'll be a thumbnail.
Man. I love the paleo accuracy mods that we get for Jurassic World Evolution too.
Yeah.
Because they are really cool. Like, who's the one that did most of them? Is it Master Duped that does most of those?
I think so.
Yeah.
I've never actually used any of the mods. I just watch the Best in Slot that does the mods of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like getting El Reptiliano's mods. I think they're pretty good. By pretty good, I mean I think that they're perfect. I think they're awesome.
Have you tried the Australopithecus mod?
No, I have not.
It's ridiculous.
Was it?
It's
I've seen like Sid the Sloth and all that. I think it's like rigged to Homalocephale.
You've seen its kill animation with Carno?
Yeah, where it like stomps it. Yeah.
Carno really got given the best kill animations out of any animal.
Yeah, it really did.
Yeah.
Like, I love it when it headbutts the goat into the air. Like, this is the Jurassic Park space program.
I think it is simply because of that kill animation that I've gotten so many questions about could Carnotaurus actually do that? And I'm
Probably.
like, for an animal the size of a goat? Maybe?
I'd argue that, isn't it that like a lot of theropods have been noted to have a lot of extra reinforcement in their head?
Yeah.
So I think that like paleontologists have noted like for example, in Jurassic Park 3, the T-Rex headbutts the Spinosaurus at one point, and they've noted that that's actually pretty accurate because theropods are typically able to, like, they're capable of doing that. I'd assume Carnotaurus could, possibly.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about it. Biology does, but
yeah. What do you think, biology?
I think it could quite possibly do that. But it's just the thought of, like, why would it do that to something so small? I think it's more the case of trying to push something over that's bigger than you, like to try and not damage your teeth and extra things like that. Because if you push something over, just in general, they sort of lose mentality a bit. Like, oh, I've been pushed over, it's over, and try and get away kind of situation. I feel like that's what the main thing is about pushing something over. It's sort of like to stop a very dangerous fight from happening. So it's still cool. Like, the thing that I think about the most is the animation that would technically kill a Carnotaurus. So you know when it attacks hadrosaurs, it hits them and then goes flying over on its back, and then just gets back up like, I'm ready, and then finishes the. Falling over would still be pretty dangerous for a Carno, especially an adult one.
Yeah. Well, bigger animals.
Just do like a coin flip every time that animation plays, where instead of getting back up, it just dies.
Breaks its neck.
Yeah, it just breaks its neck.
It's like, oh no.
He doesn't get back up. Like, you go up to him, you're like, are you gonna finish the animation? And he's just
No, Toro.
like, oh, well, he's dead.
You know, something I'd love to see as well is more herbivore aggro. Like, you know, especially around food sources. I would absolutely love to see, like, an Ankylosaurus just see a homocephaly eating away a food source near it, and it just tail clubs it into next week.
Hermaphocephalae and all of them cannot catch a break. Brutal.
Every time a new DLC came out, it's like, homocephaly, no! Just every content creator bullying homocephaly.
Oh, man.
In that same vein, we need, like, sauropods that defend themselves.
Oh, yes!
Like, that doesn't happen, and it angers me. They just stand there and be like, oh no, I am being bitten.
I'd love to see, like, a Brachii or an Apato just flatten a T-Rex.
Yeah, man, it would be freaking awesome. Be
Especially Dreadnoughtus and Alamosaurus not having a way to defend themselves is ridiculous.
Yeah.
You're telling me two of the world's largest terrestrial animals ever are going to lose something that is a fifth of their size.
Exactly. It's like
just one of them.
It's to the point where it's like if you have sauropods in your enclosure and you have a megatheropod in there, no matter what, those sauropods are dead. There's no other variable to it, and that's just for those who like to do battle royales. It's like, well, not a single sauropod's going to win this because Indominus and T-Rex are in here.
Yeah, I've had a Brachii win once, but it was mostly because all of the megatheropods killed each other, and the last standing bled out.
That's weird. Every time I do a battle royale, it's like the theropods, they go straight for the sauropods, basically. It's like they're always dead
easy
right away. Yeah, easy prey. That's so funny to say easy prey about a sauropod. That's crazy.
Because the end game lobby of the battle royale. Easy.
Yeah. That's another thing though too, because like in that same vein, I would like to see, like, I don't think it's accurate to a certain degree, but I would still like to see coordinated packs of larger theropods.
That'd be cool.
That'd add a lot of depth to it.
Yes. Imagine like 3 T-Rexes like cornering a trike together.
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be cool. I'd love to just see the Giganotosaurus pack hunting down a sauropod. That'd be friggin' ace. And they just see them run up, take a little bite, and then run off to try and just cause bleed damage to the sauropod.
And there's always a chance that they can get injured.
Yeah. Tail whipping. That'd be so cool. And you could add like an Easter egg that if it's an Allosaurus attacking a sauropod, it has a chance to have a wonky jaw afterwards.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome. Kind of like a cool ad.
Yeah. I really wouldn't mind seeing that.
I would also like to see, and this goes for Prehistoric Kingdom too, I'd like to see attractions that like aren't dinosaur related, like a roller coaster, or the old one in JPOG was hot air balloons. I'd love to see those again.
Yeah, something that adds some depth to your park. It's like if you've spent all this money to come to Jurassic World, it's like you might want to do something more than just walk around the zoo.
Roller coaster thing would be kind of cool to add, because then you could like add the Velociraptor coaster.
Oh yeah,
that, the real thing, and add that to it. You could get the roller coaster from the Camp Cretaceous game that they had on Netflix. Slap that in there. And technically, you could use them also as viewing points for seeing dinosaurs, because you're all really tall. You're like, hey, there's a Brachiosaurus over there. It'd be a nice add. And like, what's it? Everyone keeps asking for as well. Water attractions in the sense of like being able to kayak, or like a water boat with a glass bottom, or like the concepts for Jurassic World where they had the gyrospheres actually go under the water on a track.
That was.
Have you not seen that? That was a concept. It was concept drawing, and it's I can't remember if it's a Plesio or the Mosasaur lagoon, and the gyrospheres are like a track. Don't worry, it's bulletproof.
I already don't trust the gyrospheres. There's no way.
It's okay. Jimmy Fallon said it's bulletproof.
It's like, good job, Jimmy Fallon, but I see an Apatosaurus over there, so I don't know, man.
You imagine a Brachiosaurus just putting his foot through it?
It's just like a single
just standing on it, slowly pushing it into the mud.
Imagine a trike gets both of its brow horns like around it, and it's just like, well, you're stuck here with me now. Yeah.
All of those hamster balls.
Yeah.
Oh man. That is just so unsafe of an attraction.
Obviously I'd love to see.
It's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Wasn't it like in the Phase 2 Jurassic Park there was meant to be a kayak experience in either Baryonyx or a Suchomimus enclosure?
Who signed off on that? Whose horrible idea was that?
That is the company of making bad decisions.
It was a Jurassic Park thing. I can't remember where I read it now. But I was just like, what?
A terrible
You're
idea.
going to send people into the water with a piscivorous animal that would quite happily eat something small and yummy.
Yeah.
Like, come here, little raft.
I mean, like, people will take boat tours, like in Florida and Louisiana, like through the swamps.
That's
to, like,
true.
look at gators and stuff like that.
People even do it for Africa with hippos.
Yeah. Never doing that, by the way.
No.
I'm never doing something like that.
No.
Now, I'll do like the boat tours in Louisiana and Florida because I just live around these animals. I know how to deal with them. But not really, but I know how to get away from them.
I know how to do a chokehold on an alligator, and just like, then we'll pinch its nerve right here, and it just, you know.
I mean, yeah, I've watched enough Irwin videos to know how to deal with that croc.
Yeah.
Jump on it.
Biology will find this funny, but when they are teaching kids how to run from gators in the South, they literally tell them to run in a zigzag.
They can't turn very well at all. So they're great at like fast speed straight line, but as soon as you turn to the side, it just doesn't have that ability. It has to slow and then go.
Yeah.
Like serpentine.
Oh, we just lost that guy. Just perfect moment.
Oh, give him a second. Knowing him, he's gonna sit still like once it fixes, and we're gonna.
Oh, he blinked. He's there.
Oh, okay.
We lost him like this. Like,
oh, no, your thing fixed before you could even do
it. Oh man,
so stupid.
But like you can go and do those, and it's somewhat safe because you have people there that are capable of like handling them, and they're also not going to get out of the water too much if you just leave them alone. These are like semi-terrestrial animals.
They're multi-ton too.
Yeah, you're like, whose idea was, let's make a river raft ride straight through a carnivorous semi-aquatic predator's ecosystem. That's a great idea.
You're just watching the raft in front of you get dragged down. Somebody get the zookeeper! Get the zookeeper! Speaking of which, I'd like there to be staff on the ground, not just a case of driving a jeep. I'd love that like odd scene, you know, when like they have to go in and fix, and they go into the enclosure. Like I remember, was it the Jurassic World Evolution 1 trailer where you see them fixing the fence and the T-Rex smashes through and then grabs the staff member. Like Terry ain't going to get his paycheck at the end of this one. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, because like right now they just kind of like telepathically fix everything from their jeep.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if they like got out a little bit and just you see them working on something. Then maybe something like maybe that could add like a few cool, interesting like new mechanics where it's like you have to sedate the dinosaur if someone has to go into an enclosure to fix something. And like if you don't, then there's a chance they'll get attacked or something like that. That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be cool.
I mean, we already got like.
Oh, imagine sedating the animal before you go and fix or like lure it into a an off-show area.
Yeah, yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Like you'd have to make like your own little separate enclosure if you don't want to go through the sedation process.
Yeah,
I would not mind that. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
it would be.
What was the other thing I was gonna mention? Okay, so both of you guys have your favorite dinosaurs in the game already.
True.
Yeah.
I need my Nanook. Give me my polar bear, please. Please. Please.
And it's even better. My favorite dinosaur is probably gonna have a variant in JWE3.
Yeah.
Carno already has like 3 of them. It's got like Demon, Toro.
It's true. There's a lot.
They need the novel ones. I want my invisible Carno.
That'd be kind of cool, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
you already have the mechanic with the Indominus.
I know. I still find it mad. Like in the book, the T-Rex won't go into Carno territory at night.
Yeah,
it's scared of Carnos because lore accurate Carnos are the scariest thing going.
Giant 4-ton theropod with the ability to go invisible. Yeah, I'd be a little scared too.
Yeah, it's a little bit nightmare inducing, not gonna lie.
It's like imagine you're about to go on a walk in the woods. Somebody's like, "Don't go in there. There's a whole bunch of really aggressive invisible raccoons." Like I wouldn't go in there.
Oh man, I think raccoons are cute. I'd be running in there. I'd be like, I'm gonna go get myself a raccoon.
Dude, I don't trust raccoons. I've watched regular show. I know that what would happen would not be good.
Yeah.
Ham boning.
There's like a small animal collection near me that have a raccoon, and I'm just like looking at it. I was like, this is a little house cat. I could pet that.
I don't know if this is a dumb question, but are there raccoons in where you are biology in the UK?
Not. I'd say the closest thing to a raccoon would be a badger.
Okay. I don't know if I genuinely can't remember what the range of raccoons is.
Let me just, because I don't know if any got it, because there's tons of American animals running around the UK because we're like, hey,
yeah,
this would be great in our environment.
Exactly.
Grey squirrel, the ming,
and collapses.
The crayfish.
Ecosystem.
Yeah, the ecosystem's just like UK. I was thinking it was in live stream the other day, and I was saying like the UK is meant to be a temperate rainforest. Well, obviously, we chopped all that down for like farmland and cities, and we only really have one temperate rainforest left. So, yeah, let me just quickly. I want to see now. First thing that comes up when I type in raccoons as pets. Yes, please.
I mean, there are some states where you can just keep them. There was on that note, there was somebody had a pet kangaroo in Alabama, and it got out onto the interstate the other day. So I saw like 7 POVs of this cop car slowly following a kangaroo as it's like running down the highway,
just trying to get the baby.
Yeah,
we have wallabies in the UK. I got released and just live out there wild. They do exist in the wild in the UK. Do raccoons? The wild populations have been established. Raccoons native to North America first appeared in the UK in the 1970s as a result of pet owners releasing them into the wild.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's about right.
Yeah.
I'm going raccoon hunting tomorrow. I'm gonna get myself a pet.
Yeah.
It's like my local pond has red snapping terrapins.
Oh,
So I'm like, yeah.
that's
You
terrifying.
just see them sunbathing on the log, and you're like, oh, cute little terrapin.
I think New Zealand has like an invasive moose population.
New Zealand does?
I believe so. Because
Really?
they have I think they have moose because that's the only place in the world where I think moose are the natural prey items of orcas.
Oh, is that where it is? I thought that was
I'm
like
pretty
in. I thought
sure.
that was in Alaska because there are
Hold on.
orcas
They
near
cross there, don't
Alaska. Let's see here. No, not you. AI overview. Well, it's bringing me up to a cryptid thing, so I don't know. The
small population of moose was brought to New Zealand. Reports suggesting only about 10 individuals survived initially. Unfortunately, they are believed to have been hunted to extinction.
Oh, okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'm mostly getting like
Well-
cryptozoology sources with that. The
I love cryptozoology.
moose. They're saying the phantom moose of Fjordland.
Yeah. Getting back onto the dinosaurs and stuff. So are you aware of like the unknown titanosaur in the Namek formation? The Mongolian giant or whatever it's called?
I've heard of it recently.
Yeah. It is a giant titanosaur that is only known from footprints. Anytime I talk about it, I just
Yeah,
What,
I know,
did you
I
get-
know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah,
it's in Prehistoric Planet, funnily enough.
yeah,
The scene with like the Tarbosaurus ambush, the bigger ones are the
yeah, because they never actually gave it a name.
yeah. So I just call it the ghost of a giant. I
That's a
like
good name.
whenever I mention it, I get all cinematic on my streams. It's like there exists a ghost of a giant. In the ghost. Hold on. Yeah, do moose get hunted by orcas? Yeah.
That happens in
Certain
Alaska, right?
Yeah.
The cartoon drawing of a diver just like, oh, the moose, and then the next minute the orca grabs the moose.
I'd give
First
up on
time-
diving too.
Yeah. Oh, to be fair, orcas have never killed a person in the wild.
No.
They've only killed in captivity.
I think ships though. There's that one mother orca that's just seeking revenge on any little boat that comes out there.
Yeah, in the Mediterranean.
Yeah, just sinking ships. And the rest of the pod's like, hey, this is what we do now.
Riddle me this: who would win in a fight? 100
no.
people or one orca?
Is the fight in water?
Yeah,
it's on land. No,
just don't go near the heads.
In water, actually. Let's make this interesting.
I think the orca would win.
Yeah, I mean, are they armed with anything?
No, bare fists in a dream.
No, that thing's literally just gonna break their legs and let them drown. That's what's gonna happen. Give them the old ammonite treatment.
I'm down to do like the leopard seal approach, where you just drag them far enough that they can't get back to the surface to breathe.
Yeah,
it's horrifying.
Leopard seals, man, they're terrifying.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen those chompers? Those chompers are scary.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Plus, I've watched Happy Feet. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm Happy Feet. What a film.
I thought that movie was good when I was young.
It was
and, like,
good. I enjoyed it.
I don't know. Like a couple of years ago, I decided to buy it. It's not as good as I remember. Not as good as I remember. It's like, it's kind of a nothing film, if I'm being honest.
That's
essentially.
Man, that reminds me of the. Okay, this is shot in the dark here. Did y'all ever watch Spy Kids?
Yeah, a little bit. Very little bit.
That's where the glasses mean comes from. Like,
yeah. Okay. I don't know why. The thumb people. The thumb people messed me up as a kid. I was like, what is that? And I was just afraid of them. I was like, what?
I love the low budget Jurassic Park. I can't remember which Spy Kids that was, where they go onto like an island full of these weird dinosaur creature things.
Oh
Man,
that's where that one guy's line is. He's like, "Do you think God stays in heaven because he's afraid of what he's created down here?"
That comes from a Spy Kids movie?
Yes, that's from Spy Kids.
What?
That quote comes from Spy Kids.
That's insane.
And it's insane.
it's mad to think of it.
That's kind of beautiful, really.
I'll have to find it for you afterwards, but oh man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now I know. Now I know, and now my life is complete.
Yeah, man. We're getting a little sidetracked here, but it's
a little.
Very
I don't
fun
think...
conversation either way, though. But so we good?
What?
Is he froze?
Who? What?
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
You're good. We're good. We're good.
Back.
Got you. You're back.
I don't even think I was gone, if I'm being honest, but okay.
I mean, you
There you
definitely
go.
were. You're still a little delayed.
Thinking about to orcas and that, I'd love, like, if they do have the depth control of water, imagine some like mosasaur beaching itself to grab an animal that was drinking water. And then if they add, there's another big wish list would be crocodilomorphs.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. I agree with that.
Dinosaurs.
Get
Yeah.
some.
I'd love to see them.
Get some Nodosuchians in there. Like we can get like Caprosuchus, Simosuchus, all kinds of stuff with that.
Triassic animal appreciation.
Yeah.
Plateosaurus.
Like 5 Triassic creatures.
Which is insane, honestly. But whatever.
Give us some carnivorous prosauropods. Get us some like Eoraptor.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude, a little bit of a tangent here, but man, there is just some people who like, because I didn't believe it at first either, but when I say that, like, hey, so the sauropods and the theropods are more closely related to each other than they are to anything else. But like, you're telling me a T-Rex and a Brachii are closer in relation to anything else, and I'm like, the groups are, but like, it's so absurd. But like, when you go back far enough, they almost look identical. Paleontologists are genuinely like still beefing over Herrerasaurus.
Yeah. A lot of this stuff is really confusing too, because we can't really find any ornithopods or ornithischians in the Triassic. So it's like, where do they come from? Do they branch off of Saurischia? I mean, that most likely something similar, but it just gets to be difficult to say.
Yeah, there's some missing pieces in the fossil record.
Yes, it's very fun.
Probably always will be.
Yeah,
fair.
Yeah, no, that's actually like one of the biggest reasons why there was likely some confusion with Saurophaganax, because theropod and sauropod vertebrae are kind of similar in a lot of aspects. So when Saurophaganax was found, you know, it was probably a fine assumption to say that those were theropod vertebrae. It's just confusing.
I mention this every time someone brings up Saurophaganax on my streams. It's just like, well, how'd they confuse them? Well, you'd actually be kind of surprised. They look very similar, even if like outwardly maybe they don't, but skeletally speaking, very similar.
I don't even think there was enough. Like, it was one of those situations where it's like, we'll just group this to where it is right now, and if there's any issues, we'll figure it out later. And then later came eventually, and then people were sad.
There was also more recently, dinosaur got turned into wood, like petrified tree.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I love that. I think I put it in the group chat not long ago. I was like, man, this is my favorite dinosaur, and just did a tree me.
What was it again? What was the dinosaur?
I forget the dinosaurs.
I'm scrolling now.
Yeah, I'm looking.
But it was this week, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was like Monday, I want to say, because it was like right after we had Starry on.
But we talk so much, gosh dang it.
I know, yeah, God. It's so much scrolling. Oh, there we go. Oh God, here we go. Geonosaurus.
Geonosaurus? Is that what you said?
Achiosaurus, Achionosaurus.
Reply to the thing so we can jump
Yes.
to the message.
Yeah.
It's a good point. The meme was a tree moment.
Achinosaurus, something like that. Yeah. Either way, it is petrified wood now, which is fun.
Yeah.
I saw someone saying something along the lines of, I hear that people say that dinosaurs can't nerfed, and they're like, that's not true. And they said Achinosaurus was nerfed. It is no longer a dinosaur. Do you?
Yeah, that's shout out your local federal agent on Mutuals with her on
federal agent.
Yeah, Mutuals with her on TikTok. And she was actually the one who did a video about Spinosaurus and said another Spinosaurus nerf is here. And I mentioned like I don't really like it when people use that. That's the comment section I got jumped in. At some point I just deleted the comment because I was like, you know what, I'm done. I'm not gonna bother. Because I was getting like 20 replies to that, and they're like, you're like, it's a joke. I'm like, I lost the home field advantage, so I was like, you know what,
It's like, this isn't my comment section.
Oh, hello.
Where I first came across that story wasn't Federal Agent. I come across shortly after seeing it, whereas I got this from MSN. There's all those little articles. I was like, dinosaur becomes tree was its headline. I was like, what? That was a very stereotypical MSN title. Let's go and click that and see what we're going to read.
Am I following her?
I think my favorite thing is when you see some articles and it's just like, new dinosaur discovered. And you're like, oh wow, that's totally cool. And then you read it and you're like, it's kind of looking familiar. This happened this week. Someone sent me an article about a new dinosaur or a new marine reptile being discovered. And I was like, that fossil looks kind of familiar. It doesn't look kind of new. And I did some research of what they're going for. It was a fossil discovered in the 1940s. In Germany, and then they re-brought it out to do examination of it in 2020, and they learned something new about plesiosaurs from it. I was just like, so it's not really a new dinosaur discovered, because one, it's a marine reptile.
Yeah.
Two, it was dug up in 1940.
So one, it's not a dinosaur, and two, it's not
I love
new.
the internet.
I remember that coming out though, because it did like show us a lot about like marine reptile skin texture and stuff like that. So I do remember that. That was actually a really cool find. But man, we hear about and read this stuff like the second it comes out. So like the other day, someone asked me, "It's like, oh, did you hear about the new dinosaur that was found in the Gobi Desert?" And I was like, "No, what was found?" And they send me an article, and it's Duonicus. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that one from a few weeks ago. And I was like, yeah, I did hear about that one.
Yeah, I get that one too. That's because it's like it's our job to keep up with it, basically. So it's like we know like right away, but then every once in a while we'll just get like people sending us links or something. And it's like, yeah, I've known about these for a bit.
I just love it when like the news recycles information though, and it's like the stories like that. It's like the new discovery. I'm waiting for like that new Abeliosaurid from France to pop back up. Like,
or
we'll wait for it to hit the news again.
Yeah.
There was
or what about that egg that was recently described that had the embryo in it? Don't you love how like news articles like actually tell that story where people think that there's like an actual live dinosaur inside of it? Because
I was going to actually discuss this because I keep seeing TikToks coming up like, oh my god, Jurassic Park's gonna be real, and I'm like,
it's like, and I just have to say, I'm like, we have found embryos like this before. It's no different. It's just a little baby skeleton in there. It's still a fossil, you know. It's not. We're not gonna get any DNA from that. I'm sorry. We're just
gonna tell someone to sit on it.
Yeah, it's like, that'll figure that. Yeah, that'll solve it. There we go.
Yeah, there was like a two-headed marine reptile embryo that was found like ages ago.
Yeah, but so he's making a book on that, right? Or it's going to be in there. Isn't Dean Lomax? Making a book. About that. I wanted to pre-order it, but I forgot.
They're on the topic of like media completely like clickbaiting people. Did you guys see the one article that came out not too long ago? And it's like, new large theropod, 70% bigger than T-Rex, or something like that.
70%?
70% bigger than T-Rex, or something like that. I'll have to find it, but it's not bigger than T-Rex. They either misread it or just chose to put this for clickbait reasons. It's 70% bigger than the local Tyrannosaurid, which was like really small.
Oh, that's that's the same thing. You know how those like there was what Tyrannosauroid teeth found in England along with Spinosaurid teeth and Dromaeosaurid teeth? A lot of articles were saying something like Tyrannosaurus living alongside Spinosaurs or something like that. You know, it's like no, it's a Spinosaurid with a Tyrannosauroid, a very small Tyrannosauroid at that.
You know?
And Tyrannosauroid. Japan, isn't it?
What?
That's Japan, that, isn't it?
No, that was in the UK. I remember it distinctly because the video that I made about it, I accidentally said that it was found in New England instead of England. And I still hate myself for that.
Yeah, we still exist over here, man.
And I got a lot of people. I got a lot of people hyped. I got a lot of people hyped about it because they thought that we found a Spinosaurid in the U.S., which would have been huge. But that's awesome. But that was not the case. You know, it was found in England, which of course baryonyx already exists, so it's not like anything crazy over there.
And there's like another dubious genus of Spinosaurid over there as well, I believe.
A dubious one? Is it Australopithecus? No, is that UK?
Maybe. Is it Ceratopsuchops or is that in France?
I think that's still valid though, ain't it? Ceratopsuchops? I can't remember. It's been forever since I've heard about it. Ceratopsuchops.
Yeah, here we go.
I love the spellings of things.
It still says it is, but it is in Britain. It's not dubious per se. Actually, it looks like it has quite a bit of its skull material. Got the snout, and you got the post-orbital portions of the skull.
Its tail.
Getting into the in-depth part of the podcast episode where we're looking at like news articles.
This is what I always like to bring up on describing people like how fossil finding is. People just expect it to be the full animal
every time. Yeah, cartoons don't help. Cartoons don't help.
No.
I was watching Curious George the other day, and it did one of those classic shots where it like goes underneath the earth, and you see like a full T-Rex skeleton under there. It's like, oh, okay, not even in any sediment either. Okay, great.
Yeah, if only if it was that easy.
Yeah,
in New York for some
in New
reason.
York. Yep.
That's like earth-shattering, actually, to our understanding of that animal.
Oh no, man!
Oh, Mattel made a toy of one.
They made a Ceratopsuchops?
They did, yeah. My stream
gorgeous.
My stream viewers were telling me about that like some months ago, and I completely forgot about it until now.
That's
cool. I like that. Oh, where did I just save it to?
Man, hold on. No, Ceratopsuchops is not on the Spinosauridae poster.
It's not? Oh.
It's not. We got Spinosaurus, Baryonyx, Suchomimus, Oshalaia, Ichthyovenator, Irritators, Simosaurus, and Valleybone Venatrix.
Actually, is the new Spinosaurus.
I had to check before I said it.
Oh man. Yeah, okay, so sorry for all of our viewers or our listeners too. We are looking at photos of bones right now. That's what we're doing.
You're listening to a podcast with three guys who have an unhealthy obsession with dead reptiles. I don't really think this is too surprising to many people.
Very true.
I know, right?
You knew what you were getting into. Yeah. You know why you're here.
Unless you accidentally stumbled across us.
I doubt someone who just stumbled across us would get this far into the podcast.
Probably not. They would have left a long time ago.
This is also what, like episode 6? So
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Almost 2 months now. Wow. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Actually, no, we would be on episode 7, but we had to cancel on Easter.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. So I think we've pretty much gone through our whole Evolution 3 wish list. So
yes.
What else is there to talk about to close everything off? We could talk about gorillas.
Oh yeah, that was a thing.
That happened. That's been a thing this week, for better or for worse.
Yeah,
I love it. All the memes out of it. The one that you sent over, where it's like you turn up to the 100 people versus one gorilla.
Yeah.
It's the song that got me. It's just he turns around. It's just black hole sun. Won't you go?
Wash away the rain.
That is a good meme.
That has been really funny because it's bled over into other debates that I saw when I was doing class on Friday.
Mm.
I had someone ask me, "It's like, do you think 1,000 people could take down a T-Rex?" And I was like,
probably, honestly.
If you swarmed it like a pack of ants.
Yeah.
Well, it gets a little bit trickier. It gets trickier when it comes to like large theropod dinosaurs.
Yeah. Hello again, Ahsoka. Bye-bye, Ahsoka. No, it's...
I don't know why, I'm just like in my head, just imagine like all these 1,000 humans climbing on top of the T-Rex, and like bees, all the warmth just cooks the T-Rex alive. Have you seen bees do that? So
have you seen this dino guy?
They'll have like a sacrificial bee, as it's called. And the bee will go and investigate the wasp. The wasp will kill the bee, which then sends a signal to all the other bees in the hive. And they'll all swarm the wasp, sorry. And because there's so many on top of it vibrating, those vibrations cause the the wasp to boil alive, to cook alive inside this bee pile up. And then once the wasp is dead, they just all decide to disband.
I did not know about that. That's terrifying.
Yeah.
It's the wasp.
Yeah, the wasp.
Dude, I'm telling you, the video game Grounded could have been so much scarier if they had done stuff like that. That's a game we should play.
Grounded.
Dude, we need to.
Grounded was fun. I mean, spoiler alert, I'm just gonna say it. We played Fortnite today, and dude, we had a ton of fun with that. That was so much fun.
That was a lot of fun. We definitely need to play more games like that. I still want to do.
Yeah.
I still want to do. What's it called? Repo. Yeah, I still want to do that. It looks funny.
I can get that today. Like I can go and buy it on Steam.
If you get that today, I'll get that today, and then we can plan that.
Enabling each other. Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
that has
only £8. Oh god, it's like terrifying.
It's about as cheap as Lethal Company. So
I've always wanted to play one of those games ever since Lethal Company was popular, and now since this is popular, I'm like, I want to play that. It looks funny.
Okay.
Oh, does it?
We're
is that a dinosaur?
Is there a dinosaur?
Is there a
dinosaur?
Yeah,
it was a fossil. There's a fossil.
Oh,
it's close enough. It's close enough.
Yeah, close enough.
How many people would win? 100 people or one fossil?
I don't know that. Well, I mean, the fossil's worth millions. You touch it, you're gonna get like hit by security.
Or imagine it's one of those radioactive fossils from the Morrison Formation.
Oh yeah.
Going on about the 100 gorilla thing. People going on about like taking on dinosaurs and like how they're not bulletproof. I don't know. We touched up on this last time.
Yeah, we talked about it. Yeah, with Starry. Yeah.
No.
I was just saying like, yeah. Like T-Rex 50 cal.
Yeah, the people. Okay, so I've seen two sides to this extreme. People will think that dinosaurs are like indestructible Godzilla creatures, or they will think that you can kill a T-Rex with a 9mm. I'm gonna tell you, as someone who has shot guns and lives in the South his whole life, a 9mm is not getting through that thing's skin. You need a higher rifle caliber, and you would need to be very precise in aiming at its forehead.
Yeah, look, if this gorilla versus people thing has taught me anything, people vastly underestimate animals, or overestimate animals. So of course they're gonna see the giant reptile as a Godzilla thing, because they already think that freaking gorillas are like Omni-Man.
Imagine that scene, but just whoo. Woo! Woo! Woo!
I keep getting Omni-Man memes recently, whereas anything like this blue and yellow next to each other and red and white next to each other. Look at what you made me done! Just screaming. I was like, but I'd still have you dead. That just made me off. That's just brought me into. There's one thing I did mention. I forget to mention that I would love to see in Jurassic World Evolution 3. That's the return of feeders for herbivores.
Oh, you
so
like
it's
that?
not just like. Yeah, I made a meme using the Omni-Man thing where it's like, look at what I have to do to mimic a fraction of my power, and it's like where you just point like the Avery perches over the plants to make it look like a feeder.
Yeah. I would like both. I like
both.
Yeah, at least the option to use a feeder, while also having them forage, because like that's something that we're getting in Prehistoric Kingdom coming up pretty soon with paleobotany. That's another thing.
So good.
Very excited for. Yeah, biology showed up to a stream of mine where I was making a Brachiosaurus enclosure. And dude, that thing would look so much better if I just had Jurassic flora. It'd be so much better. Oh,
it would be.
I can't wait.
I'm excited. Prehistoric Kingdom is just, there's a reason why PK is like my favorite dinosaur game, man. It's just because of stuff like that. Like they just put so much care into the things that they know people want from the game, you know?
Waiting for functional ecosystems.
Yep.
That's going to be amazing.
And with everything, we just get closer and closer to it.
Yes.
You know, people are going to recreate formations as best as they can.
That's the plan for me. I'm doing Hell Creek. The second they give me the option, I can't.
You should put Gigantosaurus in there.
Just what?
He said put Giga in there.
He said Gigantosaurus too. He's got two things wrong.
Yeah.
That's why I said it like that.
Got both of us at the same time with that one. It's like, wait a minute.
I'm like, well,
two matches, like
my heart, bro, my heart can't handle it.
Taught you better.
Yeah, we've been talking for weeks upon weeks, upon months.
Yeah, I think like we all talk with each other at least once a day at this point.
Yeah,
because our group chat is like very active.
So he should know by now. It's just
Oh, I do know. I just like the chaos. The reason why I'm in your comment section putting absolutely nonsense. I think it was Lakota did something about Smilodon recently. I was like, oh, it's mad how house cats evolved from these.
Yeah, the American Panthera.
The American lion.
There's two certainties in life. One of them is taxes. The other one is biology showing up in your comment section saying something crazy.
And immediately, subsequently, you will also die.
True. 3 certainties from biology. Like it'll be, biology will cause it.
Dies of cringe.
Yeah, it's like I just look and then I'll see something like, oh, it's squishy. It's just.
It'd be worse. It'd be like 3 in the morning.
Did he actually fall off his chair? I just see the back of his chair.
No, it'd be
like,
it'll be like 3 in the morning. I'll hear like a scuttle underneath the bed. You turn your phone flashlight on, look underneath, and just be me with 2 Dimetrodons. I look up, hey Lakota, these are my favorite dinosaurs. They're eating each other.
I think we've genuinely. Oh, what the?
It's Dino Buddy.
Okay, the people watching this on YouTube are gonna love this.
Spotify won't have a clue. When I eventually get Apple to work, they won't have a clue.
Still fine with that?
Yeah, Apple's terrible.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
And even the people with the Apple support can't support me. It's like, try again tomorrow.
You guys are bad at your job. Your job is to support.
Damn it, Apple.
Man,
You're meant to support, not join the problem.
Not even emotional support.
Happy May the 4th, everyone. May the 4th be with you.
Oh yeah, Star Wars Day. That's why we're playing
Yeah,
Fortnite.
everybody, Star Wars Day. Happy May
The
the
entire
4th.
time.
May
Yeah.
The entire
4th
time
be
through
with
this,
you.
I've just been eyeballing General Grievous behind Dino Guy. I was
Yeah.
like,
I got them all out for the many
See you.
interpretations of Grievous.
Yeah.
Like I got like a few things out here. Just kind of
Again.
scattered everywhere.
Love the comment section on that video.
Yep, it's beautiful.
Absolutely gold.
Absolutely beautiful. You guys are awesome. You know, it's like my favorite theropod, Grievosaurus or something like that. You know, it's been.
I saw that one. Yeah.
I saw someone who was like, "It's Grievosaurus caliensis," and I was like, "That's a good one. I like that one. That one wins because he comes from the planet of Kali. So caliensis."
I like the Star Wars animals that you did. And you had the Rancor. We'll see that soon in Jurassic World.
Yeah, we'll see it soon. Star Wars is cool. Star Wars is kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know, not to get controversial, but
on another note, when we were talking about like other different games that we want to play in the future, I want to run through Baldur's Gate with y'all.
Ooh,
Y'all ever played Baldur's Gate 3?
I have not.
Dude.
No, but I've seen a clip where you yeet a squirrel into a tree.
Oh yeah, no, you just like punt this squirrel into a tree. Like there's blood everywhere.
Jeez.
You can talk with the squirrel and it basically cusses you out. So you just kick it.
That's diabolical.
It's awesome. I'd love to play through like just Act 1 with you guys, because that would be like just a few hours.
Oh shoot.
I think it's a little complicated, but we could all be Dragonborn.
I don't know what that means.
Means we're a dragon person.
Cool.
You know Argonians from Skyrim?
Cool. Yeah.
Kind of like that.
No, but yeah, okay.
Lizard essentially.
Okay. Now I'm cool with that, man. I set up my variety gaming channel, so I'm down to play other stuff that's not dinosaur related.
I'm just putting everything on my main channel.
Yeah, it works. I got to the point where it's like I know if I put it on my main channel, it's not going to do well because it's not dinosaur related. You know, so it's like I gotta build from scratch on another platform.
That's fair.
That's why I have Fossilix for that reason.
No.
Yeah. Like take for example the many interpretations of that series when it, you know how like YouTube ranks how well things do. That's always like a number 1 or number 2. The Grievous one, it's like a number 7 because it's not dinosaur related, right? You know, so it like while it's performing well, it just doesn't do as well as other many interpretations of videos.
No.
Which is fine, you know. Star Wars Day.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
I didn't have anything planned. Like it just snuck up on me. I was like, oh wait, yeah.
It's like, wait a minute, today's May the 3rd. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh well. I might edit that Fortnite video right after this.
Yeah, I want to get that going too.
That was so fun. I can't wait till the Grievous stuff comes out because we're gonna have another excuse to play together.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna play more. I had a lot of fun with that.
Yes.
That was a lot of fun.
That was good laugh.
Yeah, so for all of our Paleopod listeners, be sure to follow our main channels. You know, make sure to follow Paleo Pizza and Lakota and Dino Guy so you can see that content because we're gonna do that kind of follow Dino Guy Gaming because that's where I'll be posting that.
I'll find that account and I will comment.
Yeah.
Oh no.
He will always.
He's
always watching.
Always watching Zalski.
Might have to redo my backdrop.
All right. So I think we've probably talked about everything that we've wanted to talk about. So we'll go ahead and end the pod right here. Thank you so much to all of our valued listeners and or watchers. We do appreciate you guys always dropping by. Again, be sure to check out Lakota's channel. Be sure to check out Paleo Pizza's channel. And be sure to check out Dino Guy's channel. And we hope to see all of you there. And until next time, have a good one.
Peace.
See you later.